Guarda un melón de la izquierda, las ganancias callejeras son pa' guerrear con cualquiera hasta que muera. Yeah.
Welcome to the Nice Business Podcast. I got a special guest, my boy Binks in the building, and we're about to talk about this Canelo versus Berlanga fight. My first question to you, Bink, is what do you think about the Canelo versus Berlanga fight?
Thank you, Notch, for having me on your podcast. You know, it's always a pleasure to be here with you. Getting on topic, what I believe about Alvarez versus Berlanga, it's, you know, we got veteran versus greenhorn. We have somebody who's used to fighting the best of the best compared to somebody who likes to bite people, apparently. There's not much we could say about Berlanga. You know, there's only a couple fights that I have seen with you. There's not much we could say, but, you know, we are Puerto Rican. You know, we're not bandwagoners or however you want to put it. But my take on this, I feel like it is a, you know, no shut competition, I believe. But, you know, it's all up to the, you know, who outboxes who and at the end of the day. That's my, you know, back to you, Notch.
All right. So my take on this is I think that Canelo has so much experience. We got about 59 to 60 fights. We got this kid who struggled his last 3 fights when he was knocking out cab drivers, pool boys, refrigerator repairmen, and stuff like that, I like to call them. And when they stepped up the competition a little bit, I think it was a dude, I think it was from Argentina. It was a knockdown. He scored a knockdown on Berlanga. I don't know how he edged that fight. The other dude could easily, or it could have been the draw, but he got the win or whatever on paper. So moved on from that.
Correct.
He fights Angulo, and I never heard from the dude. And I'm a hardcore boxing fan. I follow boxing since Felix Tito Trinidad, Miguel Cotto, Sweet Pea, Oscar La Hoya, Fernando Vargas, Dale Corrales, all of them. So, I mean, I'm not hating on Berlanga because they were criticizing him. He does have a point when he says, people were criticizing him fighting cab drivers, and now that I'm fighting Canelo. But the thing is, right, he let all that shit get to his head, and I think he was talking on somebody's podcast. He was mentioning that he got into depression and whatnot or whatever, right?
Correct.
So I'm like, yo, when you're an athlete like that, you can't be on social media. Don't even have social media, because if you're gonna start looking at the comments, you know, that's just gonna bother you, and that's, I think, their mistake. But my criticism to his dad is like, why you, instead of being a mentor for your son, having him polish him a little bit more before you went into like deep waters with Canelo, because 2-month training camp, that's crazy.
Correct.
That's crazy, man. Like, so let's go to that was my second question. What you think about Berlanga's dad to fighting a beast like with so much experience, the GOAT, the greatest of all times right now? Because Canelo, I don't care what nobody says. The casuals will hate on him, and they keep hating on him. But to me, he has the best resume in boxing right now, and that's on receipts, nigga. I got receipts. That's a fact. Like, you Google that shit, you look up, do the research. Canelo Alvarez has the best resume in boxing today.
You're right, Notch. He has a boxing record of 60 fights, 2 losses, 2 ties. You know, we're talking about OG veteran here. We're not talking about, you know, somebody who is unexperienced or anything like that. And this goes to say, like how I was saying, like, you have an experienced fighter like Canelo versus an unexperienced fighter like Edgar Berlanga, which it reminds me of the fight where it could be a top or down, because, you know, back in the day when we had the fight where an experienced fighter, you know, going back in the day as De La Hoya versus you know, new buck, whatever, you know, Mayweather, you know, won the fight. So, it could be an upset like that. I agree with that. But what I am looking at right here.
The thing, I'm sorry.
Yes, go ahead, Notch.
But those, like, they have a valid point, But we're talking about two different fighters, right?
Correct.
Berlanga, right? Because I look at boxing. He was having success, right? Because he was knocking out, I'm talking about the lowest tier competition out. And he did have a lot of first round, that's why he got all this hype. For 12 first round knockouts, right? But, bro, what happened to, when he started to just depend on his power, they didn't teach him how to cut the ring or the basic fundamentals of boxing. A jab, cut the ring, and with a jab you set everything up. I mean, I'm not for nothing, but whoever, but I'm gonna be honest. I give him a 3, and that's me being nice. 3% chance of him winning this fight, bro. Of a punch, a lucky punch, bro. The only way, bro, because Berlanga got frustrated with Alexis Angulo and bit him, bro.
Yes,
that shit was so unprofessional. And then his dad, instead of being, like I said, a good mentor to his son, they just chasing the bag.
Yes, I agree. I agree on that because, looking at the stats right here, I had to pull it up. I'm looking at Alexis Angulo. So, he has 27 wins out of 30 fights, But, like you said, this is somebody we haven't heard of. So, we can't, give Berlanga the credit of the doubt or anything or the benefit of the doubt, because he's fighting Postman or my good friend Notch was saying, the mailman, compared to Canelo, who has fought against the greatest of the great. He has fought against Mayweather. He has fought against De La Hoya. He has fought against apologies. Notch, continue this.
He fought Miguel Cotto.
Correct.
He didn't fight the Lord. Let me correct that.
Yes.
He fought Miguel Cotto. He fought Sugar Shane Mosley. He fought Mayweather. Of course, that was his only first loss, but he learned so much from that. And he beat Triple G twice.
Yes.
The second one was definitely convincingly. He went up in weight and beat Kovalev, not like the so-called Mexican monster, the Highjob Benavidez. He went up to 175 and he fought a dude that was like retired for 2 years, 37 years old, and he looked like he had pillows in his hands, man. So he didn't do what Canelo. Canelo dared to be great when he lost to Bivol. He went up to 175, like dared to be great.
Yes.
And he has an iron chin. So if Bivol or any heavyweights where Canelo went up to that weight haven't knocked him out, good luck to Berlanga trying to knock him out. And mind you, he's in there with a counterpuncher. Canelo's a counterpuncher. So when you're a counterpuncher, you freeze. Your opponent is gonna be scared, especially if Berlanga that doesn't really have a jab. He throw a lazy jab, you gotta get counter all day. Messing man.
Correct.
I see a knockout, bro. I see a knockout because some dude, I can't even remember his name because, again, nobody knew him. He knocked on Berlanga, bro. So, if Canelo hits, and I believe Canelo's not going to take it easy on him like he did with Mangai, because this dude got disrespectful and he said, "Hijo puta," is calling somebody son of a bitch, and Canelo don't play that shit when it comes to, you talk about his mind. That's why he smacked Colette Plant.
Correct. Because that's one thing. Like, I apologize for interrupting, Notch, but you're right. That's one thing. Who Canelo, his English is no very good looking. Like Celia Cruz said, respect to her. But it is true because at the end of the day, when you disrespect, and in Spanish it sounds different, but when you say "hijo de puta" or "son of a bitch," that's a whole different topic you're going on. So to go back to what Nacho was saying, the fight was Berlanga versus Coceres. If I'm saying that correct, I believe I am.
Coceres, yeah.
Coceres. That was the one who kept knocking down.
He knocked him down, bro.
Yeah.
That's who the fuck is him?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm gonna keep 100 because I know I'm gonna I get a lot of
backlash or hate, but
everybody, the casuals, because that's what I like to call them, the casuals, right?
Correct.
They another thing with these commentators. So that was my.
Oh, that's another thing, dude. Yes.
This is my. I'm gonna go to the next question because.
Correct.
This is a very important. ESPN and the Zone, right? When they like to promote their fighters, bro, they will brainwash the casuals. If you're not really set, I think a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago when Virgil Ortiz was fighting this Ukrainian dude, bro. That shit was so disgusting because the Ukrainian dude comes into the United States with the belt.
Correct.
He knocks down Virgil Ortiz twice. 2 knockdowns, mind you, 2 10-8 rounds. He's already behind, not to mention all the other rounds where he was blocking shit and outlanding, and he never got hurt because the commentators was making you believe that Ortiz got up and he never hurt that Ukrainian dude. I'm telling you.
Yes, that is correct.
But it's so disgusting, right? But mind you, I was getting so mad that I almost fucking muted the TV because that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start doing my own commentating, mute it, go live, do my own commentating because with all the
it's called favoritism. There's a lot of favoritism
and the betting apps.
Yes.
And when they don't want to destroy their cash cow because they trying to make you believe, right? Since this dude's not from here, they can't promote him. They can't make no money of the dude. Well, we come from hardcore boxing fans back in the days, especially with Mayweather, bro. Mayweather will run around the ring because he's the champ. He has the belt. So you gotta chase him and you gotta beat him convincingly.
Right.
You're not just gonna fucking this how boxing should have stood, right? Somebody has the belt. The champion knocks down their cash cow. The guy they promoting.
Correct.
They can't accept it, so they gotta still brainwash the casuals and push them like
they won by.
Everything was decision. Ortiz. All the highlights were Ortiz. Motherfucker, show them knockouts, bro.
Yes.
I mean,
correct.
not knockouts, but knockdowns. Let me correct that.
Correct, knockdowns.
Show the knockdowns, motherfucker. Like, y'all boys getting his ass whooped.
Yep.
He got the belt. Motherfucker, he lost. Virgil Ortiz lost. I don't care what nobody say. They gonna get mad. But I believe that to make this, I'm gonna predict the fight. Yes. I'm gonna predict the berlanga fight, right? And I bet you any amount of money because it's so predictable. This is like I get mad at boxing. I still love it, but I get mad because it's like sometimes I feel like
it's starting to turn out like wrestling. Yes, it's starting to turn like wrestling where we have paid actors say this, sort of say because at the end of the day we want to see fighting. We want to see real fighting. We don't want to see there's a script written. We don't want to see none of that. We want to see real all-American boxing.
I want to teach something to the casuals. Right?
Yes.
I want to teach. If they listen to this, they can figure out. And mark my words, yo.
Yes.
If you guys are listening right now, you guys are watching this video, listen to this carefully, right? Because this is how you're gonna expose the narratives they push, right? When a fight is rigged to make a second fight, right? And this is what I'm predicting right now.
Yep.
It has to do with what I'm saying right now. They're gonna make it controversial, right? They're gonna have berlanga, so Canelo could get criticized and hate because there's a lot of people that hate him, especially the casual. A lot of people hate Canelo. He's like a new Mayweather. They want to see him lose. They have so much hate for him. It doesn't matter what he does. He's never gonna get credit, right? So what's gonna happen? They're gonna have to make it controversial. They're gonna have berlanga up winning on points.
Yep.
So the casuals, the haters, this are gonna be their comments. Oh, berlanga was beating his ass until he got caught and got knocked out. I promise you.
Yep.
I promise you because they're gonna give the casuals something to talk about. That was a lucky punch. Because he was losing all the rounds. I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you. Because that's going to be the next topic.
That's how the commentators are going to bring it.
Canelo got exposed. He's still going to knock out the fuck out of Berlanga, and I'm Puerto Rican.
Yes.
And I'm going for Canelo because it's just facts.
It's not about race. It's about who is the better fighter.
Yeah, fuck race. I love boxing. So the facts is, I don't respect Berlanga. I give him credit, right, to a certain point for taking the fight because he was getting criticized.
Correct.
For fighting contracts or whatnot, right? But then don't try to say that this is for legacy. If it was for legacy, you would have never signed no contract. 2 months training camp.
Yes.
Bro, you don't have the fucking experience. You don't have the
You don't
skills
have nothing.
yet.
You have nothing.
You have
Then-
a puncher's chance.
Correct. But then, how is it this, Notch? Sorry to break you up. How is this? So, apparently after, Berlanga signed to fight for Canelo, he supposedly enters a depression. Like, make this make sense. I'm not knocking anybody who suffers from depression, anybody who suffers from depression.
Mentally weak.
Yes, that's
So
what I believe.
You can't be watching, you can't be fucking reading comments on social media. Because, you know why I say this? Because I'm going to compare this to sports, right?
Correct.
They got this other dude that they like to hype the fuck up. That nigga that plays for Dallas. Fuck, man. That he got a Phoenix Suns fan kicked out. Fuck, I can't get his fucking name right now.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend?
No, that's football.
Not that cat.
Dallas Maverick. Luka Doncic.
Okay, there we go, yes.
Luka Doncic, right?
Yes.
This motherfucker's mentally weak. He got a fan kicked out because he said, get on the treadmill, you're looking slow. So, if you can't take criticism, then you shouldn't be an athlete. That's right. So, he already showed weakness. You can't let the fans dictate or get in your head.
That means they flop under pressure.
Yeah, so you see. Look. With that being said, you just said they flop under pressure. So guess what, bro? This is his first fight in a big stage. He's worried. Canelo don't got shit to lose. And Berlanga admitted he's scared. He doesn't want to let his O go. So you're already folding like a lawn chair under pressure.
Yes.
So you know what? Only casuals, right? Oh, yeah, you crazy. You can't counter Berlanga. You can't counter Berlanga.
Right?
He got frustrated with Angulo, got knocked down by fucking Casetas. You mean to tell me in 2 months training camp, Canelo been fighting. Canelo was beating up men since he was 13.
Correct.
15,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
I should go back and niggas need to do their research.
So let's see.
He was fucking fighting men. He faked his age to fight to turn pro, bro. And never been knocked down. He ain't never been knocked down, bro.
I'm looking that up right now, good sir. Bro. So his 3 months after his 15th birthday. That's when Canelo's starting to box. So you're going to say somebody who has been fighting since he was 15 years old, who's been accustomed to fight, accustomed to getting hit, to somebody now who he gets hit and he's under challenge, he starts biting his opponent like, Berlanga? Come on now.
And then goes into depression?
And then goes into depression because after he realized who he is fighting against, one of the greatest. He realized who he is fighting.
And you know why I'm mad?
Yes.
Because, like I said, I'm always going to respect everyone that gets in that ring and lays the gloves up.
Correct.
I give him that respect. I'm just really mad at him, right? Because...
The shit talking.
I understand you trying to start a fight, but this limits. You can't cross lines.
Yeah.
And
don't say you're gonna knock out one of the greatest when you're fighting Dominican.
It's good to believe in himself, but by getting extremely disrespectful,
that's the key word.
Family, and that's where
you cross the line because at the end of the day, it's a sport competition. That's okay. Trash talking is great. It's fine. It's fine.
I understand you trying to start a fight, but you could have kept it. I'm not saying like you gotta be humble. I understand you gotta sell the fight, but yo,
yes, set the hype, but to a
disrespect
reasonable
the man in front of you, not his mom,
yes,
kids,
correct,
none of that. So he lost me at that. So
yes,
that was a good point. Another thing I want to point out is this is our rivalry, right?
yes,
And like I said, I don't watch and I don't go for a guy over a skin color, race, and that. I go for the skills. I like this. I'm unbiased, so I don't like to be biased and
correct.
pick someone because he's Puerto Rican. No,
Yeah,
listen. His dad and him, whether I want to believe it or not, I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. I'm not even talking about my opinion. This is just a fact. Y'all going for the bag.
Yep.
I'm not gonna respect that for that because if you really want to go somewhere in life, right? I believe, this is how I believe this fight is gonna destroy Berlanga because he's already mentally weak. He gets frustrated by reading comments, and this is gonna destroy him. This is gonna destroy Berlanga's career because even if he loses, he's gonna feel like he won already. His whole show is buying change, looking like trying to be a fucking rapper and whatnot, chasing the bag. So even if he loses, he already feel like, I got the bag, I made $1 million. All right, but so you can't sit there and lie to us and tell us that you're doing for legacy. I'm scared to lose my old. No, you're not. Because if you scared to lose your old, you would have took at least a 6 to 5 months training camp.
Thank you,
bro.
That's exactly.
And your dad, me to my son. You don't lie to your son. It's okay to tell your son, yeah, you could be with whatever you could shoot whatever you want, right? But there's certain points where you have to draw a line and say, this is boxing. Yes, you could beat him, but now you're going to deep waters, and you have to be. There's in between like staying and floating,
right,
and knowing how to fucking swim and
wild
currents.
Correct.
And
Correct.
And,
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Yes.
You're going into deep waters right now, bro.
Yes, because you're going against one of the greatest.
And 2 months.
You cannot.
Nigga, you couldn't even. You was trying to bite a dude that nobody knows.
Yes.
I'm sorry that I no disrespect Angulo.
No, because
his family knows him.
Alexis Angulo, he has a career record. Let's say
he was in the army. He started boxing in the army.
He has 30 fights. He has 27 wins.
He was little. He started boxing in the army. Come on.
Yep, that's correct.
Get the fuck out of here. And you was trying to bite the dude because he was frustrated.
Yeah, come on
you
now.
went to a 6-month depression, start drinking.
Yes, and then
you don't take no tune-up fight.
Correct.
You don't even challenge yourself with Morel or Benavides or
something to get you in the motion, the flow, or anything like that. To
get more confident, you gotta go from biting a dude
to the big dog. Come on now, make it make sense.
And then people talking about but Canelo I don't give a fuck if Canelo ain't getting old, bro.
His last fight against who was it?
Mongai, he took it easy on him. He said it.
He didn't sit down none of the matches.
He knocked down Mongai, right? He didn't sit down in the Charlo. He made
Charlo. Yes, that was the fight. I apologize. That was the fight.
But after that, right?
Yes.
He fought Mongai.
Okay.
And he said it. He took it easy because Mongai. He gave Mongai the fight because Mongai was never respectful. He knocked him down and he let off. But he's not gonna do that with Berlanga.
No, because you disrespected his. You said he went puta, son of a bitch.
I'm not saying you have to be respectful to the fighter because, of course, when you get in the ring,
it's no bars hold. It's
what I'm trying to say is
correct. My apologies.
He acted ratchet.
Yes.
Nigga, don't try to act like you from the hood and you was a criminal and drug dealer and all this shit.
Exactly.
Leave all that. Where I come from, I smack the shit. Nigga, shut the fuck up, bro.
That's not.
Are you gonna be a boxer or professional?
Correct.
Or you want to be a fucking drug dealer in the corner?
That's right.
That's why I ain't fucking with. I'm not fucking with Berlanga. I'm telling you.
Us as Puerto Ricans, that has a lot to say because we're not.
I come from. And you know me, I come from the hood.
Correct.
I did all that. and I still like to keep it professional, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
gonna act ratchet. There's times where you go, yo, you know what? You mature, and especially, with all the success he has. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you should have left that shit in the past, because if you want to be a drug dealer, you want to be a criminal,
you should have done that instead of fighting.
Then, yeah, why you get into boxing?
Right? You should have done that instead of
fighting.
Don't
bring that shit over here, because you ain't gonna shoot Canelo.
Right?
You ain't gonna do none of that thug gangster shit. So, yeah, I hate that, man.
Because it's like, it goes back to the point when you were saying that, you know, the leagues of competitors, you know, we have Canelo, who is 60 fights, 2 losses and 2 ties, compared to somebody as Berlanga, who only has 22 fights. Okay, yes, he has 22 wins and 0 losses, but then again, you gotta the age, you know, the experience, the way you move around the ring. You have all of that to take into consideration. You know, it's not just that. And then we go from the Berlanga versus.
Yo,
and I always go back to it. The Berlanga versus.
I'm laughing because, yo, you know what? If Puerto Ricans, Puerto Ricans are listening, they're gonna watch this video.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna say we're anti-patriotic.
No.
It's okay. It's not about that.
I'm calling them, and I'm Puerto Rican, and Puerto Rican. There's this root that we eat that's very good, but it's soft when you boil it, and that's why I call him, fuck berlanga, I'm calling this nigga malanga.
Yes, malanga.
Yo, I don't care. I'm saying it right now.
And if you're Puerto Rican, you know what we mean.
Yeah.
Well, we call him malanga.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Notch. Tell him.
That's I'm not taking him serious. I know he's in it for the bag. Haters... call me a hater, but you know what? That's my opinion. I respect your opinion. Mm-hmm. Drop the comments. Let me know.
Drop the comments. Drop the subscribe. Because like.
I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So maybe y'all can help me understand how. What I'm trying to understand is he struggled with. I'm gonna say, Class D fighters. Not even Class C. Class D. So you going in there to fight with the GOAT?
Yes, correct.
2 months training camp, and y'all expect me to believe
he's
gonna win?
Step your game up, Berlanga. That's all I gotta say. Step your game up.
I mean, bro.
Unless he pays off the refs. Unless he pays off the refs. Unless he's done some crazy.
Don't make me look bad. And I will give credit where it's due. I will make a whole video apologizing to Berlanga if he wins. And that's a big if. I'm just trying to keep it unbiased and honest.
Number 5. Aftermath.
All right, the
Aftermath.
The aftermath, right?
If Berlanga wins. If Berlanga wins. Malanga. If he wins this fight, bro. If he wins this fight, what can we say? Okay.
I'll give credit where it's due. Like I said, I'll make a video and I apologize to him and everything.
Correct.
But guess what?
Me too.
That's not happening.
No, I feel like you're correct. It's not.
Yo, I'm being nice, giving him a 3% chance. Yo, you're gonna get countered.
Against the GOAT.
He's gonna freeze you. You don't know boxing. Yo, you was a hype job, and to this day you are a hype job. You was fucking getting in there with pool boys, refrigerator repairmen, bartenders, O'Reilly's clerks and shit, Walmart greeters, bro. Get the fuck out of here. When they put Class D in front of you, he knocked you down. Then they put a guy that started boxing in the army. Bro,
you
going to fight a dude that was boxing since like 4 or 5 years old and turned pro, and he was beating men up at 15, bro.
Right?
Listen, Malanga, and your dad don't like you.
Yeah,
he chose the money. Your dad, you might suffer from a concussion,
dude. That's the worst of it, because if Canelo gets serious,
fuck depression.
I believe Canelo is entering this very seriously because of the disrespect that happened during the weigh-in.
Yo,
The disrespect. Why would you? Have you not watched Canelo's prior weigh-ins?
Canelo's humble, right? But let me tell you what
You talking about his family?
I'm talking about the quietest person in the room.
That's the worst one you gotta fear.
That nigga that's barking and he yo, fuck you, that's the nigga that will leave you and run.
There's a Spanish
the humble
saying.
dude will get up and fuck everybody in the room and be like, yo, I didn't hit you because you never fuck with me.
Yeah.
And he'll knock all seven motherfuckers around.
That's what I'm saying. That's the quiet. There's a Spanish saying, and in Spanish it's called "perro que ladra no muerde," which in translation to English, dog that barks don't bite.
Yep.
So you gotta, anticipate the quiet ones. Those are the worst ones you gotta, watch out for, because those are the ones that are gonna come for you, and that's what Canelo is. He is a humble person until you disrespect. And once you disrespect and you mention his family, that's when it's free game. That's when Canelo, like with the what was it? Plant the last match that he didn't sit down at all.
Playing, he knocked him out.
And Canelo, did you guys see that fight where he did not sit down? Every time the bell rang.
And he still got criticized when he did. Every casual for years was saying that he was ducking the Charlo brothers.
Right.
He called one brother up. The brother gave up the other dude up and said, I'm not ready. And then he didn't sit down and he beat the fuck out of him because this dude did not do anything.
Correct.
And Canelo still didn't get credit. That's why I always say it doesn't matter what he does. So Canelo, he don't let, and he's not mentally weak. So he don't let that shit bother him. Because he has said in interviews, like, I'm never going to get credit. So they, all the casuals, right?
Yes.
Mind you, he didn't get credit because Charlo went up one weight class to fight him, right? So he beat the fuck out of him by a wipeout. He beat him and knocked him down.
Yep.
So he didn't get credit. Now the casuals, right? They want Terrence Crawford, right, to go up 3 weight classes, right, to fight Canelo. If Canelo dismantles him, like I know
they're gonna blame him on the weight class.
No, but he was too.
He was too heavy.
Yeah.
He couldn't move like he wanted.
Crawford went up 3 weight classes, so
no, that's not
the hate and
you went for the fight. You won the fight. You got the fight. You lost the fight. Man, the fuck up.
Yeah,
it's simple as that.
They don't do that. And listen, but that's why Canelo, listen,
yes,
berlanga. And this I'm gonna close the show with this one because I want to give opinion. I'm gonna give my opinion right now.
Yes.
On this last topic.
Correct.
But your opinion matters a lot. That's why you're gonna be like, help me hold the channel down. You gotta be every time, man. Like I want your opinion matters. So.
And not even that. Okay, I'm telling you subscribers, you listeners, your opinion matters too. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to, hit up the Cash App. If you like this content, hit up the Cash App.
Above the channel.
Yeah, if you follow the channel.
I got merch. I got hats, shirts. I'll be making some leather coats and everything.
Just hit up the channel. If you like us, support our channel. That's what we mean.
Yeah,
this is the Notch Million.
With that being said, right?
Yes, the last question.
My opinion, right? I believe.
Yep.
That Berlanga in his mind already, he already won, which he did. Successful, I give him props and I respect him for whatever, but I believe that this is where the wheels fall off.
Yes.
Because in his mind, he got the bag. That's all it was. Him and his dad showed, and I want the casuals to know, and no disrespect, no offense. When I call you casuals are okay, because when you get into boxing,
right,
there's levels. So it's like when you get into sports, there's rookies. When you get into boxing, you're called a prospect.
Correct.
To me, Berlanga, bro, that's what you are, a prospect. You ain't even hit contender.
Correct.
And like when I used to play Fight Night, right? You go from prospect to contender to pro.
Yep.
So he's a prospect. He got lucky to score the bag. You know,
that's right.
I don't know. He better thank his promoter. His
Yes.
promoter did what he had to do. I guess his promoter told his dad, "Listen, man, your boy in it.
Right.
Get the bag and get the fuck out." And,
Right. And that's what I feel like is gonna happen.
No disrespect, yo, because I might be hurt. A lot of people feeling, and I'm not trying to shit on Berlanga, but yo, if you look what I just said,
Yes.
what we said throughout this whole podcast,
Correct.
right? I've been saying it. He got knocked down by Caceres.
Yep.
Nobody know where the fuck he came from.
Correct.
Then you get Alexis Angulo. I don't know who the fuck it was because I never seen them on the undercard pay-per-view anyway. So I don't want to hear, oh, yo, but Angulo just could get the fuck out of here. I never seen Alexis Angulo Caceres on fucking TV. Showtime, ESPN boxing. He ain't fucking know. He struggled with them people. He tried to bite Angulo. So you tell me he's and then he goes into the press. He's mentally weak. He doesn't have the skills. He doesn't even have the boxing fundamentals, bro. You know how to cut a ring. You don't know how to use a jab. You don't know how to use the ring to fucking box. So how the fuck are you gonna beat Canelo? You can't. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna get scared to get counter. So there's nothing in your bag of skills besides a puncher's chance that Caceres and Angulo didn't let you do to knock them out. So nobody has even hurt Canelo to buckle his legs.
Facts. I agree with
that. So
your
amateur ass, your prospect ass, you went into depression, but you gotta try to convince me that you gotta fuck go there and beat Canelo and knock him out when Golovkin couldn't even fucking do. Get the fuck out.
Because the only reason why I feel like, and now I just researched this right now, and I'm bringing it to light. The only reason why I feel like Edgar, Malanga, and it's not Balanga, it's Edgar Malanga because you soft, nigga, you soft. So the only reason why I feel like he feels something that he could take on one of the GOATs, who's Canelo Alvarez. The only reason why is because, okay, he fought against, and not even because he fought against, the person that knocked him was called Caceres the Terrible.
Oh, but who was he?
No, he's a fighter who has 30 wins, 3 losses, and one tie. So
how many knockouts?
16 knockouts. So
he
has
Berlanga got knocked out and couldn't knock.
He couldn't knock down. Yeah, he couldn't.
And then he gets frustrated with Angulo.
That he has to bite the cat.
Come on.
He has to bite him.
Then you go on depression.
What are we're going back to 1990 something where Tyson bites this cat because okay, but in Tyson's fight we admitted he hit a low blow, so Tyson was like fuck this.
This nigga was dirty where he used to headbutt people. So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I understand Tyson, but
he did a low blow, but
this dude he
was losing.
Yeah, he was frustrated.
And you lose, and you had to
and then you go in depression.
Right?
So this is what I'm telling you. You're mentally, because this is where it fucks up Berlanga, right?
Yes.
He tries to be a thug criminal, right?
Yep.
I guess he's lying about that life too, because when you get arrested, right, the cops read you your right, bro. You have the right to remain silent. When you start speaking in a podcast talking about, I started reading what all the people were saying, and so you went into depression, bro.
All right.
You're mentally weak.
Yeah, he has no mental fortitude.
And then you get frustrated where you try to bite somebody, and I have the highlight. We have. If Castros, if you haven't seen it, Go look it up. There's videos on YouTube.
Yes,
Google
it's
it.
called
You gotta find
Berlanga versus.
Let's not Google bite. That's
Yes.
all you gotta put.
It's called Berlanga versus Alexis Angulo. Their fight, and it shows Berlanga was losing, so he had to bite his competitor. Make it make sense.
He lost that fight.
Yeah, he did.
To tell the truth, listen.
That's why he shot a loss.
And then I won twice.
Correct.
So he could have easily got disqualified. And I don't even know how he got awarded because he should have got points taken out. He did get suspended.
I don't
right?
understand
But
how he has 0 losses because it's like, come on now.
He got gifted a couple. Listen, man, bro.
There's
no way he's going to beat Canelo. I'm telling you, they're gonna rig it.
Yes.
And they're gonna have him. Canelo was exposed. Malanga was. Listen, Malanga.
Let's get it controversial. If that does happen,
I'm
gonna be the one.
I'm
gonna be the one to say this right now. You could follow my channel. Okay. I know this is Notch Million's channel, but you can follow my channel. My channel is Bink. Bink 203. You can follow my channel too, and I'm gonna say it. Berlanga was sucking somebody off if he wins this fight, and that's
not gonna happen.
There's no way.
I'm calling it a controversial. They're gonna have.
It's gonna be by unanimous. They're gonna say that if Canelo doesn't knock him out,
listen.
Yes.
Canelo is knocking them out.
Yes.
This is not going 12 rounds. Canelo's not passing the torch.
Yes.
Canelo, I'm telling you, Canelo gonna knock him out, and they're gonna make it controversial because this is what they do, right? They're gonna have, because a lot of people are gonna put money on the underdog.
Correct.
Listen, my heart is with Canelo. My money, I will put up some money for Berlanga, because if he gets a lucky punch, then you score. But you're not gonna. Only a millionaire is gonna make money because he's gonna lay down a lot of money on Canelo.
Correct.
And he's gonna make some money back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But when you go to this betting shit, they're gonna make it controversial, and they can do this to keep the cash flows, to keep the money flowing. Correct. With the content, the YouTubers, and the haters. They got YouTube, all the media. They gonna make a lot of money. News, commentators. But Canelo was exposed. Father Time is coming, and just to try to build a fight. And if you struggle with Berlanga, David Venus will definitely beat him. I'm telling you, though, they just got to keep pushing the narrative.
That's what I'm saying.
And this is why I'm calling. But it was a good topic. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here, and because I can learn from others. I can learn from you, but based on the facts and the common sense, it's just a lot of people don't have common sense. With that being said, common sense is right, and I'm gonna make it short just to remind, and I can help some casuals understand, right? He struggled with a guy Caceres. He got knocked down by Caceres.
Yep.
He could have easily. To me, he lost that fight. Gotta give. Then he struggles with Angulo. He got frustrated to try to bite him, which I believe if we watch that fight right now and we score around, he probably lost that fight too. So then he goes into depression. That should be something we should do. Then he goes into depression, and he goes on podcast and he says, the shit was getting in my head. I started drinking. Then you fight Canelo.
Right.
Your dad
set up the match for money, basically for clout.
Sold you out, and then you're in it for that too, and you come in with all these chains and you talk about because where I come from, I smack the shit out, bro. You're not hood. You're not. You're not a criminal. Because if you was, when you start speaking in the podcast, right, talking about because when I start reading the comments. He got into depression, and then he started speaking about church and God. Yeah, so how is you gangster? How you with God anyways? Yeah. Man? Talking about where you come from, nigga. What the fuck? What you mean where you come from, man?
Show us where you came from. To be honest,
Listen, man.
At the end of the day,
yo, I hate to say it,
Yes.
because I don't agree with that with Oscar the Lawyer. Oscar the Lawyer made a whole video, and he told Berlanga, you showed some pictures that I've been, they showed more than 20 years ago. Puerto Rico's not claiming you. You're not Puerto Rican. You was born in the United States, and and those are facts. So I mean,
it is. You know,
and for somebody to say a lot of Puerto Ricans are going for Canelo for the simple fact, bro, you're a clown. You're not going in right about this. You're not representing us. You're making us look stupid. Your dad is making you look stupid, and not chasing the fucking bag.
You're
so
right.
Guess what?
Chase the bag.
My take, Berlanga, after this fight, especially if he gets knocked the fuck out,
That's another question.
He ain't going nowhere. Listen, he got lucky to score this fight. He should have been a little more respectful to Canelo for letting you go after the bag.
That was another question Nacho had for you about that.
You, bro, after
this fight, do you believe if he loses, he has any chance?
In his mind, he's already losing. He's getting knocked the fuck out.
Yep.
He feels like a winner because you know what? Yeah, you hustle. I don't know. Yo, you better, nigga. You better hit your promoter.
Correct.
Who got you this fight? You better hit him off.
Yeah.
Cause that dude blessed you, bro.
Facts.
But you ain't going nowhere after this.
No, because
nigga Benavides ain't fighting you. Nobody's fighting you. You're gonna be the so washed up.
Yo,
nobody's gonna remember you.
You remember those 1975 wash things that you put in the river and you just fucking scrub the towel against it? That's gonna be Berlanga against Canelo. Canelo's just gonna scrub him against it.
He better get a car wash or something.
Yo, I'm saying, like, you gonna see it?
Get a construction job or something. Well, we might see him at Walmart greeting people.
Hey, welcome to Walmart. How may I help you? Yeah. That's how we feel about Berlanga.
Or go to Puerto Rico and sell some balangas, nigga.
Right. This is the Notch Million podcast. I'm his guest host, Bink. You can always look at my podcast too. I'm gonna get that running soon enough. I just been a lot of busy, but this is the Notch Million podcast. We're always here. Your questions about sport games, your questions about anything you want. Just hit up Notch Million podcast. We're here. We're here to serve the people for discussions. We're unbiased. We keep the comments 100%, and hit us up. Hit up the comments, subscribe, follow. That's all welcome, Soon enough, we're going to upload the Cash App, so, if you want to, support the channel, we're going to upload the Patreon account if you want to support the channel. That's what we're here for. We're here for...
I'm dropping a lot of content. And I'm gonna blow up, and I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna give a shout out to the real boxing channels out there.
Yes.
Black and Brown Boxing.
Correct.
I love that dude. He's unbiased.
Yes.
Rap Star Boxing. I've been on his platform.
Shout out to you.
True Media Today USA. Shout out to you too, bro.
Thank you for all the content.
The channel, but I'm gonna say right now, fuck Punch Drunk Boxing. He's fucking biased, push narratives.
Say it. Go ahead.
I'm give a shout out to Tough Love Boxing. I fuck with him too. Good dude, good content. Big Season Sports. I ain't fuck with you. Yeah, you going for Berlanga just for race because you Puerto Rican. Stop being biased, bro.
Yeah, don't be biased, dude.
Stop fucking hyping something that ain't gonna happen, bro. So I don't respect anyone that's gonna be fake. I have a different thought on Dante's boxing. Cause Dante's boxing, I watched a couple of his videos the other day about the Virgil Ortiz fight, and he did a whole 360. So respect to Dante's boxing channel. I love y'all. I'm gonna drop a lot of more content. Subscribe to the channel. So hit the bell so you can get notified when I drop the new videos.
Hit the thumbs up.
If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you dislike the video, hit the thumbs down. Love y'all. Goodbye.
Notch million out.
Guarda un melón de like, era las ganancias callejeras son pa' guerrear con cualquiera hasta que muera. Yeah, baby, yo salgo